Happy Monday, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving week.
Can you believe it?
I can.
It's here.
It's here. And we're talking all things Thanksgiving. And as we start the holiday travel season, a new study finds parents, they are dreading hitting the roads with kids this year.
Well, the study finds parents hit peak stress about 3.5 hours into the road trip. And about 64% of parents say the hardest part is keeping kids entertained. But as many parents know, preparation is key. Roughly 9 in 10 say they made their holiday travel plans 2 months in advance this year. Parents also say a wide variety of snacks are key when hitting the road for long periods of time. I find driving with kids less stressful than flying.
Yeah.
Airports are stressful. You can't get up from your seat.
Car, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Stop when you
Well,
want
and that way you also keep their temper tantrums to yourself and not...
Right. If they're screaming, I don't care.
Yeah.
But in a plane, you're like, shh, shh, please stop. Especially when they're babies and they can't help
The
it.
pressure changes.
Yeah, their ears.
But I will also say the 3.5 hour mark. I mean, I feel like that's like the limit for some adults too. Like 3.5 hours. Like that's when I start to get into.
Yes.
in
Like
cars
that's
with
like
some
the magic.
adults that
That's like the
can't
magic number for me of like 3.5 hours.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I need to start doing something.
We drive like 13 hours.
I know you
We
do.
drive cross country. But we did that growing up with my dad, so I have like good family memories with that. So, of course, Blair always asks, like, why can't we fly?
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
like, we're driving. It's easier.
Well,
Load everything in the back.
something that you probably don't want to think about when it comes to Thanksgiving. How many calories we consume?
It doesn't count on Thanksgiving.
For some reason, though, they did a study of this to find most of us consume just over 2,000 calories on Thursday. Honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But for a few of us, that's just the beginning. With 18%, they're going to say they're going to consume about 3,000 calories or more.
That's painful.
Those are overachievers.
Get your stretchy pants on, everybody.
And the thing is, at that point, you haven't even factored in the leftovers. The study finds the average person will eat an extra 2,200 calories in leftovers. It's Thanksgiving. If there is one day of the year that it does not matter, it's Thanksgiving.
Yes, of course. I would say any holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say over time, maybe like the calories that you intake, because on Thanksgiving Day, I don't eat as much as I do. I feel like my eyes are bigger than my stomach on the actual day of.
Yeah.
I eat a little bit and then I'm out. But Thanksgiving leftovers.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That's
the
really
days,
They go
the
for
weekend
weeks.
after. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where they count.
Which we will, I'm sure, do a story on. It's like, how long does this last as a leftover?
I think they
Or you
usually
should
say,
just say, toss
Monday or
it.
Tuesday, usually for most things.
They also
is-
taste better as leftovers. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, you know, everything kind of gets to marinate and simmer. Tastes
true.
better.
You don't have to wait.
Simmer down.
Simmer down. John Kelly chiming in saying Charlotte airport workers went on strike. Yes, we know. Richard Devane was covering that all during our morning newscast. So that's obviously going to affect people traveling at the airport as
heads
well.
up for that. And then also this, a new study reveals which generations are giving back the most this holiday season.
So researchers say millennials and Gen Z are making the biggest impact in their communities this year, with 60% planning to donate or volunteer over the next month. That's compared to 37% of Gen Xers and baby boomers. The study finds almost half of folks do good deeds because it makes them feel good, while another 40% say they do it to help make the world a better place. I love that.
Look at the Gen Zers.
We
Good
recently
example.
did a story on Chef Ernie, who's on Charlotte Today a lot, and he is asking people in our community, and he said he had a bunch of people volunteer to make an extra Thanksgiving meal to take to
That's
Ukrainian refugees that are here in the Charlotte area. So I just,
Wonderful.
you know, when you give back, it just makes you feel
It
good,
does.
right?
It does. I love that.
All right, a lot of people are kicking off their Thanksgiving trips this week, as we've been talking about. Officials at Charlotte Douglas expect more than 1 million people will take off from the airport between now and Monday after Thanksgiving.
Man, people, that's crazy.
That's a lot of people. If you are flying late Wednesday or maybe on Thanksgiving Day, you may be thinking of packing a dish so you don't have to cook it once you get to your final destination. This has never crossed my mind.
No, I just...
Maybe I've just not been put in the right position
When
to
it
do
get
this.
cold, I don't know.
But we're here to help you out. What foods are you allowed to actually take on the flight? WCNC Charlotte's Megan Bragg verifies.
TSA lines are expected to be crowded, and you don't want to be that person who slows down the line. So we're verifying some Thanksgiving goodies you can carry on. General rule here, if it can spill, spread, spray, pump, or pour, and it's larger than 3.4 ounces, check it. Let's go through some popular items and give them a yes or a no. We went straight to the source and got all of our information from the Transportation Security Administration, also known as TSA. Let's start with the appetizers. Fresh vegetables are allowed, but wine, champagne, sparkling apple cider, you will need to check. What about those side dishes? Casseroles are okay to bring through TSA, like mac and cheese, green bean casserole, and stuffing. You are also allowed to keep them cold with an ice pack. However, the ice pack needs to be frozen while going through TSA. Now for the main event, turkey. You are allowed to carry turkey on the plane if it's frozen, cooked, or uncooked, but you have to check the gravy and cranberry sauce. Now time for dessert. Candy, baked goods like pumpkin pie, cakes, and fresh fruit, all good to go through TSA. However, preserved jams and jelly and maple syrup, those need to be in a checked bag. And that's not all. We have many other Thanksgiving items and whether they're approved to carry on listed on our website, WCNC.com. With your Verified, I'm Megan Bragg.
Spill, spread, pumper, pour.
Yeah, that could be a song.
Spill, spread, pumper, pour.
By the way,
Basically, just take baked goods.
I feel the need to say
Yes.
an early thank you to all the TSA workers.
Oh, gosh.
Because
1 million.
Because they are going to be
Gosh.
they're going to be
Busy.
a lot of people,
Very busy.
and a lot of stuffing,
Lot of
and a
patience.
lot of cranberry, and
And a lot of things they'll probably have to
Yes,
take and say,
exactly.
sorry, you can't take this, and people will be very
A lot of
upset.
people
Very
spilling,
upset.
spreading, pumping, and pouring.
That's right. Well,
I'll make that plane smell very interesting. Okay, Joy Mott chiming in saying, I volunteer to feel better and help others.
way to go.
Melissa Banks, I always stay at home because I host Thanksgiving.
Ah, yes.
Melissa Banks
see
just
it.
does it all, doesn't she?
I think she does.
From what I've
I
gathered.
think she does. I think she does.
Do you guys have, I know you're wrapping up. Can I ask a question really
Please.
quick? Favorite Thanksgiving dish, side dish that you make every year or you eat every year?
Probably stuffing. I enjoy stuffing.
I like ham. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I like ham. My mom will make it with like pineapple
Yeah.
like on it. So yeah,
I like that.
ham.
I like it. You know, I'm a vegetarian. It's the best day of the year because 99% of the food is
Sides.
all-
You have
Yeah.
so many options.
I'll
Yeah.
take them all.
Yeah, mine is the dressing.
Yeah,
Or do you call it stuffing? Dressing,
Yep.
stuffing,
I like the
whatever.
dressing as long as it doesn't have meat, and there's
Yeah.
plenty of dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with meat.
ours is a
Yeah.
cornbread dressing.
Yes, that's excellent.
Really good. Yeah. Okay,
I know.
that's all. I just want to ask that question.
Hungry.
Anybody else?
I'm hungry too.
We good?
No, no one's chimed in yet. I'm
Okay.
sure they will
Bread,
though.
pumper, pour.
All right. That
Spill,
too.
spread, pump, a pull.
And we will see you back here tomorrow.
Spill, spread, pull.